Se vede?
Stai cum ajung.
Aici nu mai mi-apar mesaje.
Hai că încă nu apare.
E ok.
E live? Merge bine?
Bă, aici și acolo, nu e la... Da, așa. YouTube... Live. Da, bă, uite, te vezi așa.
Cum? Ok? Se vede ok?
Așa se vede. Stai, să...
Stai să mă...
Da.
Da. Dar de ce nu mi-apare aici? Stai o secundă să văd. Lasă-l să meargă, nu e o problemă. Oricum, numai nu este.
Să se aude? O să vedem chat.
2, 210, 2. Ia să vedem. Dă mai tare. Da. Da, se aude, cred că bine. 2. Da, e pus, că microfonul merge.
Acum.
Da. Da.
Ce watching?
Plan. Hai să începem. Welcome to the very first episode of the Superhuman Podcast. I'm your host Radu, and beyond than excited to one second, I need to put the volume down. Excited to have you here. This is the podcast where we're gonna talk about how to be smart, shredded, and build your spirit. Because being a superhuman isn't just about fitness, it's about mindset, muscles, and mindfulness in the same time, guys. You need to overthink, it's all those three pieces, put it together, it makes you the superhuman. This is how Nietzsche said about it. It's a person who's having all those qualities up to a different level. For those who don't know me, I'm a vegan fitness coach, hybrid athlete, and mindset expert. I've been competed in fitness modeling, kickboxing, and running events. And I'm also an immigrant from Romania living in the UK. For those ones who doesn't know where is Romania, I know it's an Eastern European country, close to the middle. And I work for an engineering company where I supercar engines. So yeah, I've got a lot of things on. And this podcast will dive into fitness, nutrition, mindset, and personal growth. So it's just about this podcast is basically to help you to push to a next level. I'm gonna help you, to get shredded, to have the right mindset. Whether you're looking to get shredded, as I said, build confidence, or just live a more balanced life, this is the place for you. And don't you worry, we'll keep it real, raw, and relatable. Before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and share this podcast with anyone who's ready to level up their life. And as I said, if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. We're gonna get to them in Q&A in the end, or if I'm gonna have time, I can just put a break, and just go into the next one. I think this thing is working. Yeah, we haven't already Robert with flexing over here, which is my co-host and the best producer in the business over here. We're just starting this, guys, and it's probably just us two watching, but it's a beginning. We're gonna see at episode 200 how many people are gonna be over here. Now we're gonna go into the first part. So I'm gonna speak about three different parts. As I said, the part where we're gonna speak about smart, shredded, and the spirit. So now it's going to be on the first chapter on let's start with being smart. This is it's all about knowledge, strategy, and mindset. Whether it's optimizing your training, managing your time, or building a career, being smart is the foundation of success. Probably you hear this a lot, knowledge is power, and this is where we're gonna speak about. For example, when I was recovering from my leg surgery, I had to get creative with my training, and I couldn't do heavy squats or deadlifts. So I focused on upper body workouts and mobility drills. It wasn't ideal, but it kept me moving forward. This is why I mean, if you have like an injury, you need to learn to work around it. You just don't want to stop from doing anything. This is the worst thing possible to do because you need to adapt yourself. That's the power and a strategy as well to adapt yourself to challenges and finding solutions. As the body will gonna keep broke quite a lot during the time. You need to be quite clever and work around the injury. Here's the tip. Always been learning, whether it's reading books, listening to podcasts, or taking courses. Invest in your growth. A 2020 study in the Journal of Applied Psychology found that continuous learning can boost productivity and job satisfaction, which is true. Like the more you're gonna learn, the more we're gonna release actually dopamine, because you're gonna find that curiosity who're gonna push the mind to think differently than before. And don't forget about mindfulness. A 2018 study in the Journal of Management found that mindfulness can reduce stress and improve focus. So take a few minutes each day to meditate or just read deeply. It's a book what I can highly suggest you, which is called Stress Less, Accomplish More by Emily Fletcher. It has been a life changing for me. It's a proper game changer, as it helped me a lot to actually start meditate and to understand what it actually means meditation. You need to think about it. You need the strategy. This is the power of a strategy. You need to have a certain point where you actually start, and the strategy are gonna be like adapt and to how to overcome the injury what you have at the moment. To be honest with you, if you have like a back issue, you want to avoid to put pressure on your back, but you can still work on your diet. You can still work on certain exercises who are gonna help strengthen your core if you can, or like working on the upper body. One of the benefits of like as well like of continuous learning, it's to keep the mind curious. The more curiosity you have, the more you're gonna have something to look forward. As I said, one of the things what it helped me in life as soon as I pick up an injury or something wrong happened to me, it's when I just actually start looking for what I can fill up the gap and how I can fill up that moment. So in this case, I won't just get stuck and overwhelmed or became anxious. This is like one of the things what I want to talk about with you guys. It's very very important to keep the mind going and to don't just stop. One second, I'm gonna get quite like. Thank you. The next chapter where I want to go today, it's gonna be we're speaking about today. It's gonna be just basically to know each other, to explain you how these things are gonna work, and I'm gonna try in future to break down either a book, either different tips who are gonna make you smart. And it's same to gonna be about shredded. So today I'm gonna just speak a summary about what we're gonna speak in the next podcast, and after it's gonna be about spirit. So speaking about shredded, next thing like shredded, this is where we're gonna speak about nutrition, fitness, and physical transformation. But here's a twist: you don't need to spend hours in the gym or follow extreme diets to get results. Let's be realistic, it's actually so easy. If your goal is to lose weight, it is the easiest thing possible. Even to gain weight, it's not difficult, but it's more difficult just to the fact that you have to be more consistent with it. As an hybrid athlete, I combine weights with calisthenics and kickboxing to stay strong and agile. For example, I might do deadlifts, which now I kind of like stop doing deadlifts. I focus on more machines, followed by pull-ups and kickboxing drills. It's all about variety and intensity, but you don't need to train like me. I train like that just because I do compete, and it's just about my career, and I'm very, very into fitness. So it's like one of my high priorities, fitness. And let's talk about nutrition. As a vegan, I get my protein from lentils, from tofu, from them. A 2021 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports and Nutrition found that plant-based protein can support muscle growth just as effective as the animal protein. So don't let anyone tell you plants can build muscle. I mean, I'm probably not the biggest guy, but as you can see, I'm having some guns over here. Like this is what they speak by themselves. Here's a controversial take. You don't need supplements to get shredded. Whole foods are enough. You might need to supplement, depends on your blood test, and if you have like any sort of like lack of multivitamins or vitamins or minerals into your body. But don't just take something because someone tells you. Focus on eating clean, staying consistent, and pushing yourself in the gym. That's actually the real secret. It's not about a magic pill. If you think you're gonna take a magic pill and it's gonna just change off all your life, you're wrong. That's a shortcut mentality. That's a shortcut person who's not gonna work ever. One of the ways kind of like I put my training, it's as I said, a bit different because I just combine either running, either with strength, and I focus on different things, as I have different goals than you, and I would think, to don't take and to try to exactly what I'm doing, as at the end of the day, I do train every single day. The next time I'm gonna go as well to like compare, as I speak already, by proteins and what you're gonna be. I'm gonna show you some charts to see what is actually the difference and how actually plants can build muscle too. And it's very interesting to see with your own eyes what a difference in the protein you're gonna have either from the plants compared with the animal products. But it's just something which is not for everybody, as every single diet is not for everybody, and every single person it's very, very different from one to the other one. And you just need to find what is actually working the best for you. And finally, we're gonna just build your spirit. This is about mindset, confidence, and personal growth. Whether it's overcoming self-doubt, staying motivated, or finding balance, your spirit is what keeps you going. For me, therapy has been a life changer. I just found so many things about myself. I've been going for over this process for like 3 years, and it helped me with my injuries, with setbacks, with relationships, and even insecurities. A 2020 study, actually, from what I remember, in the Journal of Psychology, found that therapy can improve mental health and resilience, as you're not alone who is going actually through certain challenges in life. And I'm also a big believer in stoicism. As Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Correct me if I'm wrong. Probably I just ruined his quote by now, but I'm guessing it was something about it. That's been like a really good mantra if you try actually to focus on what you can control and what you let go of what you can't. At the end of the day, when we go through challenges, it's very, very difficult to be on the point stoic. It's more difficult than said. And don't forget about faith. Whether it's the Bible, the Quran, or any other spiritual text, there is wisdom in every tradition. For me, the story of David and Goliath, it's a reminder that even the smallest person can achieve greatness with the right mindset. It's just about the mindset. You know, if you have the right spirit and the mindset, you can just overcome everything. As you probably know by now, so many people in those world achieve incredible things having just the right vision and mindset. Having all those three things together, one to the other one, it will gonna be much easier for you to grow as a person. And either if you're looking to improve your relationships or improving your resilience, and at the same time to improve the way your body actually looks and feels. Because one of the things about stoicism is about to focus on what you can actually control, as most of the time we just focus on the things what we don't have any sort of control in life. And this is when the things are getting more difficult, focusing on things which are not in our power. And because of those issues we just get very overwhelmed and anxious about it. And that was pretty much a summary what we're gonna speak from now on into our podcast. Today we're gonna keep it short and nice. It's just for us to make sure that our equipment and producer it's on point with everything. And in future we're gonna go into each topic actually much deeper to have, you know, like an understanding of how we can improve each one of those essays to become the future superhuman. Cred că cam asta.
Atât ai pus? Atât ai pus?
Da, da, bă, că nu i-am explicat de lumea și mi-a dat numai niște chestii și na, acum mi-a dat și la Q&A întrebări, știi, despre care să întreb și care să vorbesc. Da, deci, dar măcar am învățat niște chestii acum.
Ok.
Pot să-mi pun timerul ăsta mai rapid, că citesc mai repede prompterul ăsta decât merge el.
Ok. Te încurcă de acolo. Ok.
Da, adică mult din el am vorbit-o de la mine că ăsta era prea în spate.
Bun. Îi dau stop, nu?
Da.
Vezi tu, bye, dar mie și dau un...
Okay, thank you very much for today, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow it's gonna be a different day for episode number 2. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Here you've been a host and your co-host from the Superman Podcast. And bye.